So chances are you've seen the name LiveGood floating around. It's this health and wellness company that is just exploding. I mean, it's catching a ton of attention, and with that kind of crazy fast growth, you know the big questions are going to follow.
And that's the real question, isn't it? Is LiveGood a legit business opportunity, or is it just another one of those things that sounds way too good to be true? In this explainer, we're going to break it all down, what the company is, exactly how it works, and what our source material has to say about it. So let's just dive right in. First off, just to give you a sense of the scale we're talking about here, LiveGood has nearly 2 million members. And that number is climbing, like every single week. When something blows up that fast, you've got to ask yourself, what is going on here, and why are so many people jumping on board?
Okay, let's start at square one. What exactly is LiveGood? Well, the source describes it as a health and wellness company, sure, but one that's built on a really unique membership model.
And the source gives us this perfect analogy to wrap your head around it. Just imagine a warehouse club like Costco, right? You pay a small membership fee, and for that, you get access to products at a huge discount. LiveGood is doing that exact same thing, but for the health and wellness world.
So here's the key thing to get. The focus isn't on trying to get you to buy a bunch of expensive products every single month. Nope. The real value, the whole point, is getting you to join their discount club. That membership is your ticket to getting premium products for way less than you'd pay somewhere else.
All right, that all sounds pretty interesting. But you're probably wondering, what's the catch? What's it going to cost me to get in on this? Let's look at the actual numbers.
Well, getting in the door is actually surprisingly cheap. To become an affiliate, there's a one-time $40 admin fee, plus your first month's membership, which is $9.95. So your grand total to get started is just under $50. After that, it's just that $9.95 a month to stay active.
And this slide right here really shows you what makes it so different. I mean, think about traditional network marketing companies. They often want you to shell out hundreds of dollars for a starter kit or lock you into a monthly auto ship of expensive stuff. LiveGood's whole model is built around that low-cost membership. There's zero pressure to buy products if you don't want to.
Okay, so we get the membership part. It's a discount club. Got it. But what about the other side of things? How do people actually make money with LiveGood? Let's get into their compensation plan.
Now, the company uses something called a 2x15 forced matrix. I know that sounds super complicated, but stick with me, it's actually pretty simple. The 2 just means you can only have 2 people on your front line. Anyone else you bring in spills over and gets placed under them. This keeps going for 15 levels deep. And the forced part, that's the real kicker. It means you can actually earn money from people who get placed under you by the person who signed you up, even if you didn't find them yourself. So there are a few main ways you earn. First, you get a quick $25 for every person you personally refer. That's the fast start. But where it gets really interesting, according to the source, is the long-term potential. As that matrix fills up below you from your efforts and maybe from spillover from above, you're building a source of residual income that can grow over time.
But look, none of this business model stuff matters if the products themselves aren't any good, right? A company has to have real value. So, beyond the membership, what is LiveGood actually selling?
And they've got a whole range of stuff. We're talking about things you'd expect, like organic supergreens and plant-based protein, but also CBD oil, specialty coffee, even multivitamins for your pets. It's really set up to be a one-stop wellness shop. According to the source, the quality is there. We're talking clean, high-quality ingredients, with a lot of their stuff being certified organic or vegan. And this is why that $10 a month membership is such a big deal. It's your key to getting this whole catalog of products at wholesale prices. That's the core value.
All right, we've looked at the model, the cost, how you earn, and the products. So we've looked at all the pieces. It's time to put them together and answer that big question we started with.
Let's just get it out there. This is the elephant in the room for any company with this kind of structure. Is LiveGood a pyramid scheme?
Well, according to our source material, the answer is a pretty clear no. And here's the logic. A pyramid scheme pays you just for recruiting people, and there's usually no real product or service of value. With LiveGood, you only get paid when a membership or a product is sold. The value isn't in recruiting, it's in the access to those discounted products. That's what the source argues makes it a sustainable and legal business.
Now, it's not all perfect. The source does point out a couple of things to keep in mind. For some people, any monthly fee is going to be a hurdle. And honestly, their product catalog is so big it might feel a little overwhelming when you first look at it. But these are framed as pretty minor points overall.
So, what's the final verdict? Our source really doesn't mince words here. It concludes that based on the low entry cost, the focus on real products, and the business model, LiveGood is a legitimate company that offers real value.
But, and this is a really important but, don't get it twisted, the source is also super clear on this point. While it's legitimate, it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Just like any real business, if you want to build a serious income, it's going to take real effort and time.
So that's the full breakdown of LiveGood, and it kind of leaves us with one final, bigger thing to think about. By building a model that feels more like Costco than a typical MLM, you have to wonder, is this membership club approach the future of how health and wellness gets marketed? It's definitely something to chew on.